guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I've done a Freddy Krueger inspired look. I kind of invented a story in my head that he had like a twin sister and she got half burnt. So that's kind of what I've got today. I just thought it was fun. I like to kind of keep a bit of beauty and a bit of glam even in my gore looks. I like the idea of doing half and half, and I think this is quite wearable. This is a little bit uncomfortable. It still moves, like around your mouth it might peel a bit, so especially if you were going to wear this, having only half the face done is quite nice. So I hope you enjoyed this video.
So to start, I am just using glue to flatten my brows, and I'm putting down a couple of layers as well just to protect them, just in case any latex gets near them. You can also put down a layer of Vaseline, which I did as well because I love my brows. I start off putting down a bit of Prozade, and now I'm using Scar Wax around the eyes just to create some shape and cover up my brows a bit. I'd rather do that than put latex straight down. Scar Wax can be really hard to deal with. It looks really cool and it gives a great effect, but it's quite sticky, so I'm using a bit of oil-based makeup remover to help smooth out the edges. But I was so overusing the Scar Wax by the time I'd done these sections near my eye, so I definitely recommend only in small areas, and then we're going to jump onto latex soon, and that is so much quicker. I'm using a disposable sponge and thick latex, and I'm just going around all the areas that I just drew in. Some of them I'm going over the top because I want to be able to kind of give the pierced skin look, but then I'm also leaving gaps so some of it is not covered in latex.
Okay, so you can powder this before you start making holes in the skin. But I kind of want mine to stick a bit, so I just test patched here, and I liked that it sort of sticks down on top of each other. So up to you, if you want like flaps hanging, then powder it, but if you want it to kind of still to be flat and go in a circle kind of shape, don't powder it. So where it is clear, it's dried, but where the white is, it's still wet. I kind of have stuff to do, so I'm just going to start picking at this, but best to wait till it's fully dry, but I'm just going to go for it. I was just saying, while it's unpowdered is a good time to create your holes because you can pull out like this and make the latex stick to it. Whereas if this was powdered, it would stay as a little tiny hole and you wouldn't be able to sort of move it down and stick it. So yeah, definitely leave it unpowdered. Latex can be kind of annoying when it sticks to itself, but in this case, it's a good thing. So while I'm creating these shapes, I have my reference picture handy. So I'm really focusing on this side of the face and just looking at the shapes he's got going on. And yeah, just creating holes. I just got to be really careful where it's still wet. I mean, with this spatula, see, like in this pocket here, it's still wet under there. But because I use thick latex, it's not going to run out everywhere, which is awesome. So that's another recommendation. Picking thick latex made this so easy.
So when you're picking these holes, I know this seems obvious, but please use a blunt tool so you don't hurt yourself. If you do have a particularly hairy face, this method is probably not good for you as latex does stick to hair. You'll notice when I'm making some of the holes, I'm putting my finger either side. This is just to support the latex and stop it from coming off my skin. Just above my lip, it did peel a bit, so I put a bit of Prozade back underneath and stuck it down, and that was fine. To paint, I am using Skin Illustrator's alcohol activated paint, and I find this gives a really nice finish to the paint and makes the burns look more realistic. To paint the latex that is left over, I am using my airbrush gun with roughly my skin tone. I felt like this is also a good way to blend in the darker red tones that I just put down, because I want this to kind of be more of an older burn as well, so it's not bleeding, it's not super red and fresh, so this kind of dulls it down and starts to blend the wounds in. And to top off the look and give it some shine, I'm just adding some lip gloss.
And that is the finished look. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Peace out. Now, please don't judge me. I know he doesn't have a pirate hat, but this was all I had, and I was trying to, I don't know. Anyway, Freddy's sister is now a pirate, okay?